customer, and I've used it, and I got to say that it's probably the best thing that I've ever done in my entire life. Don't listen to him. It's worse than what the movie says. You're always conscious, and your back always hurts. Shut up, old version of me. No one cares what you think. God, what's with TikTok? What was wrong with Vine? Yeah, you know what, old man? I agree with you on that one. Well, we got other things to get to. We got the rest of the show to get to. Let's welcome our other dishonorable judges to the stage here, to the courtroom. Mr. Lopez.
That's Mr. Dr. Lopez to you.
Yeah, Mr. Dr. Ghost Lopez.
Thank you. I'm coming to you from my Victorian haunted mansion.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I say something about your
time before the ghosts came? But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Can I say something about your substance to you?
What about substance?
I couldn't tell the difference. Only the lines going down the screen.
I told him it wasn't worth it.
See, this could be young bacon. I don't know.
He's wasting it. He's just wasting it.
That's what
Shut up, old me.
What does it taste like?
What?
With the substance, I assume it's oral.
Oh no, it just shoots right in your back. Look, we don't have a lot of time to get to it. We have other judges. Let's welcome
I don't watch
wonderful Judge Katie.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am taking bribes.
Right.
Just wanted to start that off.
I thought that was just assumed.
My bribes.
Ooh, Book of Bribes.
Book of Bribes.
I am absolutely. I'm here for bribes as well. So.
Oh Jesus! You got your Venmo up already.
You shouldn't do. You're. No goodness.
Go ahead, everybody.
Your identity. Don't steal her identity. Can that happen through this? I don't know.
Oh, is that something you can do? Oh shoot!
I'm gonna outdo you. I'm gonna put up my social security number. Hold on.
That's a good idea.
And let's welcome our final judge, the very dishonorable Judge Matt Kelly.
I've been up for days, but I made it just in time. I was covering all of your cases. I think you all got all your files. Are we ready to do these?
He's a judge.
Out of the way?
I truly thought he was a PA. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Well, you guys wouldn't give me robes. I'm over here dressed like the Kingpin. Just a Hawaiian shirt with a suit over it.
You're dressed how you're supposed
like
to.
a jester pin.
You're dressed like Sal from Better Call Saul.
I'll accept that. Is that how it's been pronounced? I've been saying it wrong all this time.
Yeah,
Sal, Better Call Sal.
Mm-hmm. Oh. He's also on the Impractical Jokers, Better Call Sal.
Yeah. I'm starting to think, did you ever see that TV show? Are you guilty of pretending to see that show?
I possibly.
Why would anybody make up that lie?
Well, she called him Sal. It's Saul. It's Better Call Saul.
No,
this is like that scene in Inglourious Bastards where they uses the wrong 3.
Oh well, I'm
also really great at gaslighting.
I have never seen Better Call Saul, nor have I seen Breaking Bad.
Look at that. See, thanks, Nate, for helping me out there. I will say,
I didn't lie about
y'all are taking bribes. I won't take anything, not even a corporate sponsorship.
Is it a horror movie?
Even know what that said.
Yeah.
Nate mug, delicious. Okay. Available on TeePublic, hmnpodcast.teepublic.com. Get your own.
Your own.
This is a kangaroo court already.
It's already come off the rails. Are you guys ready to do our first case?
I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I can.
We all ready?
I'm ringing in.
Time to rule.
Okay. All right. I'll handle the first case here. Let me go ahead and.
All right. I'll allow that.
Share my
where this
screen.
goes.
Okay.
We should go over the base rules again. Remember, no Southern lawyers unless
what
the moment calls for it. No extra levels of sweat either.
I have suspenders coming in the mail.
Well, unless the moment calls for it, it's Your Honor. Can I get a ruling on this, Your Honors?
Now I say,
yes. No, that's not the time. Now is not the time.
Oh,
all right. And you don't need to buy suspenders. You can mime them. That's one of the easiest
Rule number 2, no
Improv
miming.
101.
Okay,
All right,
man,
let's get
I'm
to the
just-
first case. Our first
right.
case.
Order in the court.
Order in the court. Here we order.
I'll have ham on rye. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Approximately 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid struck the region now known as the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. This impact is widely believed to have caused the Cretaceous Paleogen mass extinction, leading to the demise of 75% of the Earth's species, including dinosaurs. This is a actual photo from that happening. The collision released the energy equivalent to about 100 million megatons of TNT, triggering global wildfires, tsunamis, and a prolonged impact winter. The body of water that this space rock hit was the Gulf of Mexico, bordered by the United States, Mexico, and Cuba. This area has a very rich history, and let's go through the history. Welcome to the trial of the Gulf of America. At the end of this, I hope you vote guilty on calling it the Gulf of America. I know this is going to be really hard for Nate Lopez as a ghost. He really likes change. Here we go.
I know how to spell trial.
Oh, yeah. Let's just ignore that. My spelling's not on trial.
No, we're going. It's the trail on how to get to the Gulf.
trail.
So this is a
Yeah,
tour
yeah.
video.
Mhm. Before European contact, indigenous peoples such as the Maya and Aztecs inhabited regions surrounding the Gulf. The Maya referred to the Gulf as Chetumal, meaning the red place, possibly alluding to the reddish hues observed at sunset or the fertile coastlines. The Mexica, on the other hand, called it Ilhuicat, translating to sky water, reflecting their belief in the merging of the sea and the sky beyond the horizon. Following Christopher Columbus's arrival in the Americas in 1492, the Gulf of Mexico became a focal point for European exploration and colonization. The term Gulf of Mexico, Spanish Golfo de Mexico, first appeared in a world map in 1550 and in historical accounts by 1552, well before the colonization of America. This is a map from 1672, and on the left-hand side, you could see it says Golfo de Mexico. This nomenclature became prevalent in the mid-17th century, coinciding with Spain's colonial dominance in the region. French Jesuits also adopted the name as early as 1672. So it was called the Gulf of Mexico for 226 years before the birth of the United States of America in 1776. But at that point, the USA was only 13 colonies and didn't even touch the Gulf of Mexico. That didn't happen until the Louisiana Purchase in 1803. The early 20th century marked a transformative period for the Gulf of Mexico with the discovery of oil. This discovery led to the development of a robust oil industry, significantly altering the economic landscape of the Gulf Coast. On April 20th, 2010, the Deepwater Horizon oil rig operating in the Gulf of Mexico, approximately 41 miles off the coast of Louisiana, experienced a catastrophic blowout. The disaster resulted in the deaths of 11 workers and led to the largest maritime oil spill in history, releasing over 130 million gallons of oil into the Gulf over the span of 87 days. But it's okay because BP said that they were sorry. In January 2025, 475 years after being named the Gulf of Mexico, the United States President Donald Trump announced an initiative to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, aiming to emphasize its economic importance to the United States. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum dismissed the renaming effort, affirming the original name for Mexico and the rest of the world. This proposal, though, did lead to certain U.S. maps like Google Maps and Apple Maps adopting the new name for American users. Here's what you see if you Google Gulf of Mexico. It says Gulf of America. But if you change in a VPN, your location to Mexico and you search for Gulf of Mexico, boom, it says Gulf of Mexico. If you change your VPN to Canada, then you see what the rest of the world sees, and it's Gulf of Mexico brackets Gulf of America. So all we've really done here is made a geography harder for middle school students. However, the International Hydrographic Organization, responsible for standardizing maritime names globally, continues to recognize the Gulf of Mexico designation. Now, this is also not how we name things. As I've shown you with its history, groups of people and societies name things. So let's talk about some recent examples of things trying to change their name. Sears Tower in 2009, the naming rights were sold and it was supposed to be Willis Tower. No one calls it that. They call it the Sears. Probably the most common examples are with sports teams. The Denver Broncos play it in Power Field at Mile High, but no one would ever call it that. They just call it Mile High. And the Lakers, they play at Crypto.com Arena. But that name is so bad. They're like, oh my God, Staples. Staples, give us Staples. That's way better. Staples. Google in 2015, Google changed its parent name to Alphabet. Everyone still calls the whole company Google. You're just like, it's Google.
That's a thing? I didn't know.
Yeah, people are still fighting over what to call Twitter, its new name X. But honestly, that's like arguing over what to name a turd before you flush it. But the most direct example of the Gulf of America is freedom fries. The term freedom fries was introduced in March 2003 as a political protest against France's opposition of the U.S.-led invasion of Iraq. The movement started when Republican Representative Bob Ney, who pushed for the term French fries to be replaced in the House Representative cafeteria. It came to be, but freedom fries never fully caught on, and in 2006, the House cafeteria quietly reverted back to using French fries again, and nobody even noticed. The whole episode is often now remembered as an example of political pettiness and overreaction. So, do we see any correlations here? Right?
Massive.
Yeah. All right. So, I don't care what you say. This is the Gulf of Mexico. Suck on my huevos. Vote guilty on the Gulf of America. Thank you.
Interesting.
I'm voting guilty.
Now,
Discuss.
I mostly agree with you, Bacon, but
Oop.
Nope.
I mostly agree with you, but I don't want to lose my press credentials at the White House, like so many of my fallen friends. So I'm kind of torn still, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go guilty.
Thank you.
I have strong feelings about this.
Yes, Ghost Nate Lopez.
I think it's very stupid. And I think very, very stupid people want to change the name. However, when very, very stupid people feel passionately about very, very stupid things, it keeps their eyes off of things that matter. So, I'm all about wagging the dog. Keep stupid people occupied. I say it is not guilty.
Not guilty. Oh my God. It's up to you.
Okay. Listen, there's been a lot of swaying and great arguments going around all of my colleagues. I will say that I started out, as soon as this was brought up, I thought, guilty. But Nate brought up some really good points.
He didn't. No, he didn't.
Thank you.
I'm hovering.
He's just being a contrarian. That's what.
Yeah.
It's not.
But he's really compelling at being contrarian.
He's very, really.
Thank you. It's the lot. Your guilty has not been locked in, Matt Kelly.
I'm not changing it, but I'm mildly swayed.
Good.
As self-appointed stupid person, I feel like I really love being distracted. However, don't change maps.
Yes.
Guilty.
Woo.
Guilty. Yes. And it is.
No, God! No! God, please, no! No! No!
Travesty. That was a
Yes.
travesty of justice.
Shut up, you ghost.
I can't wait to write the dissenting opinion on this one.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
changing the
wait.
font. I'm going to change the font to 6, so you have to squint to read it too.
You're going to be doing it with a pen and quill.
I hope that anytime that Nate promises that, we hold him to it and post
Yes.
it on our Instagram.
Yeah. I'm just giving you work to do, dude.
Please make
I'm
a
gonna get
homemade
ChatGPT.
quill. That was ChatGPT.
All right. So, Katie, do you have a case that you'd like to present?
I do. And fellow colleagues of the jury, I know that I have brought this up in the pretrial. Let me see. How do I share?
Just click add to stage.
That's good. This is the perfect time to prove we're old, just like the regular Supreme Court.
Ooh.
Just like
Is it vamp
just like
time?
a ball.
Here we go.
There we
Ooh.
go. Thank you for doing
Ooh.
that for me. All right. Everybody knows Chubby Bubbles. All right. The judges here already know Chubby Bubbles. You at home, maybe you know who Chubby Bubbles is. This is Chubby Bubbles. Chubby Bubbles, an adorable kid, yellow jacket, running away from stuff. Everyone has done something with Chubby Bubbles. Like perhaps, oh, that's not right.
Correct. Primary text for titles.
That second
away
slide.
all
1
the
second,
rest
please.
Signed secrets.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Mhm.
That swayed me. Guilty.
Well,
You know what's not guilty today is our editing skills, just across the board. We're doing great.
You're
I
doing
don't want you
great.
guys to look at mine now.
1 second
Gonna
as I
rip yours
give
apart.
permission.
That's fine. Give it a second.
Do we want
Uh,
to do we want to throw to
No.
the chat, see how people are reacting so far to the first
Oh
I
yeah.
would
20
love-
minutes of the case?
Yes. This is a tribute to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And I'm Douche Bader Ginsburg. And it's a table doily.
The name is just a coincidence. He had that
Yes.
first.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Don't want to know how I got that nickname. Yeah.
You don't?
Oh, we got good. 10 substances.
Okay.
Use code Internet Supreme Court at substance checkout. I forgot to say that. Yeah, Chubby Bubbles.
All
I
right,
can throw the
I'm ready.
Venmo code up for you to
Yeah.
get the extra discounted substance.
Nice.
All right. So y'all know Chubby Bubbles. This is Chubby Bubbles.
Okay.
Whoa! I
right.
remember Chubby Bubbles.
I remember from 10 seconds ago.
I
All
have
right.
no
Yeah.
recollection.
Yeah. Well, all right. Originally in the pretrial, I was going to ask you all to vote that Chubby Bubbles is guilty because Chubby Bubbles is adorable and should not be named as such as Bubbles. But I now change my opinion after all of my research. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm a waffler. I am a
Whoa.
hardcore waffler.
Okay.
I want this
Flip-flopping
to
in
be-
episode 1. I love it.
Episode 1. All right. I love Chubby Bubbles because of the journey I went on now. All right. Here's a little background on me as a person. I used to work for a headhunting company. And when I have a question in my head, I don't stop. Matt might know this in terms of testaments or
Yeah.
any other viral thing that I go down the rabbit hole of. Well, I went down a deep, dark rabbit hole after we were discussing Chubby Bubbles in our pre-trials. And I have discovered that Chubby Bubbles is more than just a meme. Okay. Chubby Bubbles is also running from Tyrannosaurus Rex. Do I have notes on my presentation? No, I'm totally winging this. All right. Do I
That's
remember
true
how I did?
lawyer. That's
Yeah.
true lawyering.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also have such things as, in the Star Wars universe, Chubby Bubbles goes everywhere and is applicable to everything. It was originally found as a nice little PNG that was found on several different websites. However, these things started to get creepier and creepier because, dear judges, It was released in 2009 on 4chan, and I tried to find this page, could not find it. I did, however, find the woman who took the photo.
Wow.
This. This might be in here. We'll find out. Okay. But 4chan, known for just softballing it towards kids, got picked up by Know Your Meme. And knowyourmeme.com has a little bit of history when it comes to Chubby Bubbles. It has that it's a photo of a girl in a yellow jacket. She's running away from Bubbles, so it seems. However, I found this little piece of information. The identities of the girl in the photo and the photographer still remain unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not in my courtroom, dear friends. Not in my courtroom. I will find this woman.
Okay.
So I did. So I went on a nice long search. I went through Reddit and I found this amazing post called True Internet Story Chubby Bubbles Girl. See, it's hard to say. We shouldn't call it that. We should call her Adora Bubbles. I still
Posted like
maintain.
Yelp.
And I went to this and I looked it up and I said, there's no story. It's just the actual photo of the little girl along with a couple of other photos. And then in the comments, there are 3 comments. Oh, yeah, here's the photos. Here's the other photos from that session.
A lot of people haven't seen these, you know.
A lot of people haven't seen
those
these. This was posted about 7 years ago or so, and it was a 12-year anniversary of the release of Chubby Bubbles. And there were 3 comments on this post, only 3. And this is the photographer I found. She posted this late in 2016. This was a photo from I think she's just a photographer. She's just an interesting photographer. But there were 3 posts on the Reddit post, and one of them said, "Hee, that's me." And I said, "Oh, we're gonna find out who this was." However, her name tag, couldn't find it anywhere else. Couldn't find anywhere. But I was like, okay, she must be British. She must be across the pond because the jacket seems to indicate that maybe she's European or something. I'm not really sure what this is. The person who took the photo, Latvian, but also has a lot of Russian stuff on their Instagram page. So I wasn't really sure. So I decided to email this poster and I asked her, "Are you really Chubby Bubbles?" And she said, "Yes." And I was like, "Can I ask you some questions about this?" She said, "Sure, but it's nothing really interesting." I disagree. Where did you go, Chubby Bubbles? Well, she told me that the photo was posted, the new photos, the 3 new photos was posted in 2012. And she was shown the picture at the time by her brother who liked to tease her and said, "You're a popular meme." And she said, I asked my mom on the former of what it was and if it was indeed me. And she said yes. And that came later, proving that was easy. All we had to do was search it up. So she is in fact Latvian. And they have like a Facebook or something. And this was a christening, I believe, some kind of a christening for her cousin. And they had bubbles, and she wanted to make sure that everybody knew she wasn't running from anything. She was just having a lot of fun with these bubbles, and she's so cute. She's just a little cute little chubby baby. And so I got to talking to her more, and I said, "Hey, I don't think you should be called Chubby Bubbles in this. I think you should be called Adora Bubbles." And she said, "I think it's fine." I was chubby at the time. You know what? I love a woman who claims her own thing. So that changed my mind, putting that out there. She also gave me her Instagram. She did not want to come on the show this evening, unfortunately, because she is her own person now. She's actually in university. She's a young 20-year-old woman. And this is her now from her. I know. Yeah. She's adorable. I still maintain that we need to call her Adora Bubbles. Okay. That is where, if you vote guilty, it should be called Adora Bubbles. But if you vote innocent, which I now think is fine because I talked to the actual woman and she's like, I'm fine with it. So Chubby Bubbles, no longer guilty. I vote innocent for good old Chubby Bubbles.
Not guilty for Chubbs.
Well, first and foremost, that's a hell of a lot of investigating that I did as the person who does everybody's work in this courthouse.
Yeah, it was Matt. It was all Matt.
Yeah.
Matt had all the
Wow.
photos,
Right.
and
That sounds
Sorry,
like
I
you're
sent you the wrong
stalking somebody.
PowerPoint earlier. No, but no, if she's into it, if she's fine with Chubby Bubbles, I'm fine with Chubby Bubbles. I'm also going not guilty on this, I believe.
Yeah, I'm there. I think it's a great meme. I think it's one that stood the test of time. I like using it. I like that she's okay with it. And if she gives the stamp, I'm all about it. So not guilty.
mhm.
I like that we finally have a face to the name, which
Yeah.
to the meme, which we should create. Hopefully after the break, I'll try to find, I found like a bunch of where they are now memes
Yeah.
of like the old picture of them, the old picture of them and then what new. And
Yeah.
Chubby Bubbles was not on there. So we have
Yeah,
discovered
'cause
who
no one
Chubby
did.
Bubbles is. I'm really glad to find out, that at first it was kind of like, if you're younger, that would be kind of like, I don't like to be like made fun of. But like now, this is like something that you could tell, like it's a great icebreaker.
Yeah.
Like, oh, have you ever seen the Chubby Bubbles girl? That's me. Also,
And that's
you're
exactly
a child.
what it is.
You're a child. You're supposed to be chubby. What
Yeah,
do you-
they're all
It
chubby.
was-
It is true.
Yeah.
4 or 5. She was 4 or 5 at the time.
Yeah.
She first discovered it when she was 7 because her brother told her, and
Ah.
she immediately cried because she didn't know what was going on. Then she kind of just didn't talk to anybody about it until she got to college, and she started saying like, "Oh yeah, that's me."
You found her in that
Wow.
Reddit post randomly.
I
Crazy.
did.
Yeah. I'm also going to vote
Look at that. Not
Oh,
guilty.
not
Bacon's
guilty all
voting
the way
not
around.
guilty. I'm
That's
going
good.
guilty.
I would have felt bad escorting her to jail.
We'll have to do that little girl eating what is that? Cotton candy.
She looks like she's cosplaying as Chubby Bubbles.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Almost, right?
Well,
A little bit.
All chubby little kids look the same to you, Matt Kelly?
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. Okay, we see where you
Okay.
stand.
I guess now
Okay.
we're guilty.
The
Are
judgmental
we
eyes
voting
that
on Matt
Katie
Kelly
just
for being
gave us.
guilty? Yeah. Guilty,
Mhm.
Matt Kelly.
And you know what? I'm gonna disappear. I hope y'all have your go bags.
Oh, you vote
I'm
guilty
out.
on yourself.
Yeah.
Uh,
you need me, I'll be in the Gulf of Lopez.
I like that better than Gulf of America. All right. I think it's time to take a quick 7-minute break. And then we'll be
Nice.
back with our last 2 cases. And if you have anything in the chat that you think that you want us to like cover in the future, or maybe just cover real quick right now, you let us know, and we'll be right back. You've just derailed us, Virtual Sting. Overly attached girlfriend is one of those that like has actually come out and like used her meme status, and is like open and fun about it. So I'd love to have overly attached girlfriend.
Come on up.
Just like in general, or like her as a guest?
Guest
Oh,
speaker,
sorry.
that's good.
Wait. I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, we're doing court. I was just, free form speaking. I was just talking about overly attached girlfriend coming over. Matt Kelly, you have a case that you would like to submit?
Well,
We're now in after dark segments of court. We're now in night court.
Ooh,
Be a bald guy coming in here. That's all I really know about that show.
I want to be John Larroquette's character. I
Don't know
forget
who
his
that
name.
is.
I'll tell you the most shocking thing I know about Night Court is that reboot is still airing new episodes.
I saw that. Yeah,
Just
Data. The actor who played Data, Brent Spiner, was a worm farmer on Night Court. So that's the second fact about it.
Yeah.
Mhm. They
Well,
tried to
again-
bring back Night Court on 30 Rock.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
and a low-key
we've got-
great theme song.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Funny
what.
show.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right, Matt Kelly, your case. What do you got?
Well, first off, I want to say we talked about the corruption amongst the three of you and your need for sponsorships, and I just want to continue to say that I'm not one of those types of people. So, what some of you may or may not know is that I collect a lot of things. Now, I try to hide it when I'm in court, but
So far you're starting off like it sounds like bodies, Matt Kelly. I just wanted to let you know it sounds like you're talking about people. Do you want to re-say what you just said?
You understand we're not your lawyers, right?
Yeah.
I feel,
Reclaiming
I
my
feel-
time. Reclaiming my time. I think he's collecting a lot of couches from the look of it.
That is true. That is true. And no vacuums.
No, this is. Listen, I live in a couch emporium. I don't know what to tell you, but in the meantime, I collect physical media. As you can see, I've got books over here, DVDs behind me, VHS tapes. And one of the things that brings me the most joy is digitizing VHS tapes and finding vintage commercials. And as I was digitizing a VHS tape, I stumbled upon this commercial, which I believe is intended to sell an at-home Whirlpool, but I'll let you guys decide. It feels like it's also trying to sell this for another thing that you can use this instrument for.
I
Okay.
can't wait.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, so here we go.
I'll be a judge.
Yeah,
Mhm.
here's the ad for the Deep Heat.
Deep.
Don't be left out in the cold. There is some hot news in the Whirlpool tonight.
Pollenex presents the Whirlpool Deep Heat Spa with heated air bubbles for long-lasting penetrating massage and deep relaxation. The Whirlpool Deep Heat can't be beat. Turn on a smile with Pollenex.
There is some hot news in the Whirlpool tonight.
Great way to relax. Available at best in participating Service Star and Ace Hardware locations.
All right, let me just say, I was on the fence. Until I heard the in the hot news in the night.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck. I was
Yeah.
it could have gone either way. Hot. Whoa.
Listen, I want to also highlight.
Play that hot news in the night. Yeah.
Participating Service Star.
Let's just also highlight that the slogan for this is "Turn on a smile."
I
Yeah.
love that.
Oh wow.
Listen, it's a masturbation commercial. That's for
Yes.
sure.
But Bacon, per your request,
There is some hot news in the Whirlpool tonight.
Yeah.
She came and
like
she
that-
sang that.
I'm
I
gonna
like
find
that it
that
starts-
singer.
Sorry, Nate.
that
I like
sounds
that
like
it
it's something that
starts
Grady
with,
will successfully do.
Basically, Scorsese directed the first 2 seconds of this. This is incredible. Incredible.
It is.
That's some
Also, like,
seedy New
how
York City.
much work is it to carry this thing?
My God.
Oh my God.
Deep Heat Spa.
This is
Well,
real.
you know that's the
technology.
best thing. You know, when mom goes by you to go into the closet, you're like, oh, mom's masturbating again.
Yeah,
It's a
but
whole
that's
shelf in the closet. Like,
just a heated. That's just a heated tube. It's blowing
You know
hot
what?
air.
It also goes to show how much more complicated women are than men. You know, look at
I
the
don't know. I had
apparatus.
sex with a
this woman
vacuum or
needs.
two when I was growing up. So, a real question: why is this so much grosser when you think about a dude like just jacking off into a vacuum? You know,
Like you would
As
never
opposed
see
to-
this ad with a dude.
Well, I also feel
And
like
that's
it's
why
just
this
gross.
commercial's guilty.
I
of being
think the other thing, Nate, as you're bringing that up, I feel like it's just gross to imagine a guy jerking off in the bathtub, like just
Oh,
like
God.
in the tub
pretty
is
nasty.
disgusting.
yeah,
Oh.
Bath bubbles.
just a booger,
Yeah.
jellyfish.
Like, look at the face that this woman is making in this transition here.
Oh, she's ready.
Massage and deep relaxation.
Where does that bathroom drain? Where does that bathtub drain to? Can you rewind
Yeah, that's
a
a
little
good
bit?
question. Let's go to
What
this
is
one.
happening here? Okay, there's a pipe. All right, you can
There's
see
a pipe.
it.
There's a pipe right over there. What else is over
Okay.
there? A jar of mustard? What the fuck?
Looks
is
like
that? Breaking
yeah,
on?
real low
hell is that?
windows, wallpaper.
this
Well,
is
she's in an
wild.
attic, converted attic. She's got her scrubby bushes. I mean, it's pretty nice setup she's got here for
This
pleasuring
really is.
herself.
It
Unless
does
that's
feel
her
like
whole.
she's got like a slanted ceiling. So this is like a second floor bathtub situation,
Yeah.
or
I'm
a
just
very
saying,
small
like-
Feels like
first
a-
floor.
This face could be on a very adult VHS tape.
It could
She's
be.
licking the side of the bathtub. We all
Does she have
know.
a file in her hand? Like she was
Oh, I thought that's a
filing her nails?
pregnancy test.
You know, this is from that period of time when every middle-aged lady wanted to look like David Bowie too.
Yeah. Wow.
I love this too. With heated air bubbles, does not heat water. So the
It's just blowing hot air.
Wait, hold
It's
on.
just hot air. Yeah,
Hold on.
it's just a backwards vacuum.
It's-
I'm telling you,
Yeah, that's.
this is a pervert who grew up and went, "Huh, I bet I could sell this."
I would love to see the Shark Tank on this one. All right, I'm gonna blow a bunch of hot air in the water.
Look how happy she
Oh.
is. I can't make her come.
Yeah, I finally invented something that made my wife happy.
Are you happy, Roseanne?
Yeah,
I don't know.
the
why I'm
heated
singing
bubbles. That's all that gets her going.
does not heat water, so
Yeah, does not heat water.
You can't
The
make tea.
heat contains in the bubble. It does not transfer out. It breaks the laws of physics.
Ah, we gotta
Also, I-
hurry this up because we got to shift at the subway. So
Yeah.
Also, I love the complicated controls of what seems to just be off to on.
Yeah. Well, no, it has some, it
That's
has
how
a little
complicated
sauce.
the human female body is, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn on.
You
There's
just flip a
stages,
switch and
Matt
it's
Kelly.
good to go.
Yeah. Honestly.
So are we saying, is this product, would we say it's guilty because it's a bad product or not guilty?
Look,
for
Well,
being a-
I want you guys to search your heart. But I think the biggest question I'm going to say here is guilty or not guilty.
Mm.
Do you kind of want a deep heat? If you do, I say not guilty. I would give that thing a whirl.
All right.
I will say I would take a bath and put that on my butthole and feel pretty good.
Okay.
Same as Nate, ditto.
Here's the thing, and I'm not trying to be obstinate by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying that is not a pleasurable experience having hot air shot at you in
Also,
the tub
no.
while you're
In the comments, one person
Oh,
has
God.
called out, seems like an electrocutional.
It does.
agreed with Green. Hard agree. And I feel like this is actually something that could potentially be a kitchen item. So I vote guilty.
I have a question
Yeah, man.
for our dishonorable judge, Katie.
Yes.
So you're saying that just doing is not good technique? Oh no.
I usually try to.
See, Virtual Sting, this is
I like to-
exactly what I was going for. It's just a fart tube, and I can do the same thing. I mean, you can't call this a jacuzzi, like, oh, portable
don't know.
jacuzzi. No,
It's kind
this
of
is
like
for her pleasure.
I'm
Okay,
imagining-
if I'm having a rumble down in the tub, it better be something more than a couple bubbles.
we
Just putting
want
that out
call
there.
it an Adora Rebel, by the way.
And to that, Mr. Nate.
Not guilty by a hair. I will say, like, it's kind of like if you put your wiener into like a warm cup of LaCroix. I think that sounds good.
As people have been
Couple of.
known to do,
I think that
or-
would be the same as that, and I think that sounds great.
or a liquid death.
Oh my God.
Oh, stop. Don't bribe
You
Matt Kelly. He's the lowest judge.
he is a corporate whore. No, gee.
God damn it.
This
Nate
has
Lopez.
gotten out of hand.
Nate
This is-
Lopez. The ghost
a
of Nate
kangaroo
Lopez
court.
is passed.
all right, let's
You have a case.
all
Yeah,
right.
I love
hang
you
on
on
a second.
Ghosts every Tuesday on NBC.
Wait, oh, hang on. I'm trying to yeah.
Do you have to
I
sign
don't
into
believe.
Google through StreamYard?
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
There it is. Now we're good. You can you see that now?
Yeah.
Loading.
All right.
Hey!
Oh,
I feel like this is
This
the wrong type
is-
font. I'm just gonna put this out there.
It's fine. At least he didn't spell trial wrong.
That is true. So this is less a factual based trial and more of a this is a crime of passion in that I have strong feelings about office reaction gifts. Let me give you some facts. We know all about Scranton. Is that it? Scranton.
Yep.
We know everything there is to know about the show.
Even though how to say
But
the
things that we need to face. One, it's British. We had a whole thing like almost 300 years ago where we said we don't need British things. And I want to stick to that.
name. All right.
I feel
Go,
like
I
you're
want to
really
see where this goes.
backpedaling on Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, I'd like to see where this goes.
I'm not a man who likes to change.
yeah. Let's not forget he voted not guilty on the Gulf of
Yeah,
Mexico.
he
This
wanted
is
to
in
keep Gulf of
keeping with-
America.
Yeah.
The second fact, it's a reboot. More of that soulless, AI-driven corporate bullshit that they're trying to sell us.
All right.
I want something original.
I
Damn it.
agree with Nate.
Oh, I knew it. I knew he'd be back.
Someone's finally making good points on here.
Thank you, other bacon.
Yeah, call me old bacon.
Yeah. Oh,
Other
slightly
bacon is
older.
different. He's locked away in our subconscious. Stop talking, old man. Giving away too much. Nate, go ahead.
Okay, our third fact. It's your boss's favorite TV show. Think about that. Your boss, that person that you work for that goes in every day,
Uh-huh.
it's their favorite
Yeah.
TV show. Fourth, it made TV ugly on purpose. Oh no. We're treading into dangerous territory here.
I
have
don't
an
know what you're
example.
talking about.
I have an example here. Look at this. Malcolm in the middle. It's warm. It's inviting. It's a good picture. It's not ugly. There's Julie Delpy. Oh,
Mm,
that's not ugly TV. Look at this. Mega ugly.
yeah.
It's hideous. Okay. That's a Yoko Ono song compared to a John Lennon song.
Yeah, that's Imagine compared to Revolution number 9.
Exactly. Okay. We haven't even gotten to the heart of my case because there are more facts. One, this is where I get into the real bone to pick. It's become the Cards Against Humanity of memes. What do I mean by that? Canned humor for unfunny people.
Oh,
I'm against that.
Wow.
wow.
Okay.
Unfunny people are
Elitist.
overusing these gifts to feel funny. That is the crime.
Wow.
Yep. Pam agrees.
Wow. Squished
Interesting.
Pam.
Very squished Pam.
Yeah, I see what you mean about the ugly.
Yeah.
Who would have shot like that?
Right?
What
He's so
TV
weird
was that
looking. Oh,
designed
wow.
for?
It's like
Let's
a
talk about
fish
the
fan.
history. Gift reaction history. Much like everything I enjoy and value, this appeared somewhere in the mid 2000s on Tumblr.
Okay. This
Okay.
is the biggest mark against it.
It made its way to Facebook. Boomers and moms embrace that shit. Soon every comment thread looked the same. Yeah, I agree, Michael Scott. It's a tragedy.
I want to throw out there that all of your points right now could apply to just Minions as well.
Oh yeah.
Don't give away
Minions are
my
gonna have their
secret.
own trial. We are
Don't
not
give away
double
my secret.
trialing. Minions need to have a torturous trial.
That is
All
true.
right.
That could be a whole
Okay.
episode is just focused on the Minion.
I
just
don't
look
plan
at-
on. I don't plan
Well-
on doing a lot of work here, so stop giving away my secrets. You're going to see this argument come back.
Just the exact same slideshow,
my
just
God.
with the gifts replaced.
All right, we're going scorched earth on one of the most popular TV shows of all time. Go on, Nate.
So
Go ahead.
this is what normal, average Facebook comment threads turn into. Pam, Michael Scott, and the bald guy, and the British one.
Dishonorable Judge Lopez, do you need a nap?
It's hard being a ghost.
Yeah.
You have the yup
Consistency.
theme or the
Yeah.
yup one, when you agree. You have the nope. Okay. You have the angry Dwight. You got the angry Michael Scott. You got some dumb thing this guy says. You got the old man. You got the bald guy. I don't like it.
Kevin. His name is Kevin.
Okay. That's why. Enough is enough. I say vote guilty and switch to He-Man gifts.
He-Man.
I'll tell you what, Nate, I was all prepared to say not guilty on this, but I agree with you. We need more He-Man in this world.
What?
Yes.
Fuck is this?
Excellent.
Half these frames don't have all the lines. Oh,
All I'm saying is the office reign is over. You don't have to be a slave to the office anymore.
you know.
All right. So here's my thing.
Yeah.
Friends has already been canceled, right? And if we've already thought about Friends, we probably know that it's the same. However, Office hasn't been canceled yet. So unfortunately, I'm voting not guilty.
I appreciate your argument. I like that. I like that very much. I that was a very, very good argument. Thank you, dishonorable Judge Katie. Chief Justice.
I really liked The Office when it came out. It really changed a lot, and it was a big part of the cultural zeitgeist. I'm not quite sick of it yet. I
Wow.
understand what you're saying, Nate, but I don't think it's Minion level. Like Minions has always been annoying. Minions has never been really funny. The Office was funny. It's becoming an old sitcom though. I will agree with you soon, Nate. Like it's kind of like already enough of that. Because I do
think-
like a lot of the memes. I love that it's the same picture meme.
Yes. I think there's a lot of useful. I think what it is it's just it's a kickback or it's a pushback on just GIFs in general. I think we're getting beyond that. And I think it's sad because I like GIF humor, but you're seeing the same ones pop up over and over. And I think The Office leads that charge. It was the one I thought about when I thought of GIF response.
Well, and Bacon, to throw this out there too, The Office ended 12 years ago. Like,
Oh yeah, when
Hey-
He-Man end?
well, He-Man's never gone away. I mean,
He-Man
look at-
ended cool years ago.
No. That penis haircut?
Listen,
Yeah.
He
there's
like
a
the
new
plunge into the
He-Man
hotbed
series
thing.
on Netflix right now, I believe.
There
Actually, I
are.
think
Kevin
you're right.
Smith wrote them.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
they're obnoxious, but they're fun.
Here's what I'll say. I know they're obnoxious, and I know you see a lot of them, Nate. But I'm going to say that it's because there's kind of an Office gift to any response. You got
agree
everything
with
that you
that.
need from the Office. It's very diverse. It's not like the same gifts over and over again. So you know what? I'm going to have to say not guilty on
All
this.
right, so we got to throw
We
this
are
into the
split.
crowd.
Yeah,
So
this
let's
goes
see,
into
and-
arbitration.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna. Oh man, I'm gonna throw this out there though, Nate, because I actually do agree with you to a certain extent, not in a joking way, but in a very sincere way. Of like, Bacon, everything you said. I think if someone put the effort into making the gifts the way that the Office fandom went in to making the GIFs, you could say that there is a Parks and Recreation reaction GIF for any situation as well.
Like
Like
for Brooklyn Nine-Nine as well.
yeah, you could. There's
I would like us to expand. If we can add in like My Two Dads and Cheers and A Different World,
Nate, you're going backwards. You're going backwards, forward.
And Family Ties.
We want Better Call
I Love
Saul.
Lucy.
We want
and
Better
like
Call
cave
Saul memes.
paintings.
Better Call Sal. Better Call
No,
Sal.
not Better Call Saul. Bruce is not guilty. You know what?
Boo, Ruth. Boo.
I think we're gonna this one. Jim and Pam forever. You know what? That's actually my least favorite part.
Jim is such a jerk.
If you rewatch it, Jim and Pam is my least favorite part. They're the same picture. It's very good. You know what? So that one is going to be left up.
Cheap base.
I will be doing a full William Hung breakdown, but that one took me a really long time because I started learning about William Hung, and it had some ups and downs.
Yeah.
Some
So
ups
you
and downs.
hear that, viewers? William hang around, and eventually Bacon will get there.
William Hang.
Oh, I gotta.
I really want to know what Cheers gifts we're gonna see in the next week.
Oh man, I hope we see some. I don't know. Like, it's such a static show. It would have to be close-ups of just of like
Woody Harrelson.
expressions. Yeah, Woody Harrelson, Ted Danson probably has some good. Rhea Perlman probably has some good ones, but it'd be tough to get a
He does
normal
have some
one.
good comebacks. Yeah.
Yeah. And Diane, what was her? Shelley Long. She'll have some good ones too,
Yes.
but it'd be tough to get a norm one. And Frasier, you got that whole other show, so you don't need any Frasier ones.
Oh, okay. Wow, we're really doing we're hitting a lot of shows off.
Yeah.
Frasier's done. You know what? That reboot's done.
Oh my god, that reboot was horrendous.
They did a Mad About You reboot. You remember
Okay,
that?
but
Oh
that
my
one was
God.
good. The Mad
it?
About You was actually good. I understand what they were doing with Frasier. It took a couple of minutes. Honestly, you get halfway through season 1, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
They're going
Okay.
for something. For some reason, multicam sitcoms coming back, y'all.
I think that makes sense. It's like because you had that single cam looking at the camera along with Jason Bourne, right? So you had a lot of handheld stuff for a while. I think that look is starting to go. We're liking the static stuff a little bit more.
Little proscenium action. Oh, speaking of which,
You guys hear that music? Everyone knows that
Yeah.
that signals the end of the laud day.
Unless you're Adrian Brody, he would
This-
keep going. Oh, feels good.
Because
I learned something today.
yeah, what did we learn today, Neil? What'd you learn?
I learned that I like to hear myself talk.
I learned that The Office is still a divisive show for a lot of people. Some people love it, and people are sick of it. Who's that, Katie?
I learned that that my good friend Marie on the Napping Through Happy Hour podcast that releases every Monday, maybe not this next Monday because we still haven't recorded anything. She loves The Office, and it's a great show, but I feel like The Office is about to get canceled soon, and as much as the Gulf of Mexico. So that's what I learned here today on the Internet Supreme Court.
Chat?
I learned that
sorry, I forget. You're the lowest judge. Just want to remind you
know.
that.
I thought you were a paralegal.
I
I
learned
did too.
today that the Deep Heat is still available at my local Ace Hardware, and
What?
I'm gonna go and pick one up and have a nice evening in the tub tonight.
So if we don't see Matt Kelly ever again, we know what happened. That thing is so dangerous.
His skin is going to be just prunes.
Thank you, chat, for joining us. That was super fun. First episode down. We judged a lot of things and we learned a lot of things.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody
did.
have anything to say before we leave?
I'm glad Chubby Bubbles is happy.
Yeah.
I am too. She's an accountant now.
Oh.